I have to pray and meditate as soon as I wake up. I limit the time between waking up and praying and meditating in the same way that I used to limit the amount of time between waking up and drinking and taking drugs. The minimum amount of time possible should pass before I take drink and drugs. Because if I don't pray and meditate, there's a real risk that all of my interactions go wrong. The reason for this is, I suppose it's kind of like setting an intention and understanding where I'm at and what's going on. As I've said to you before, when I wake up, I usually feel like a bit antagonized by my dreams. Like, oh, I didn't enjoy that very much. And while we're alighting on that point, while we talk about whether or not there are unknown dimensions and mysteries in the world beyond the apertures and limitations of our five senses, we often neglect to consider that each night every single one of us tumbles into the psychedelic world of abstract and archetypally resourced mystery. It's so extraordinary in there, but I wake up most days pretty fucked up from it all. So I pray and meditate, even normally before I've spoken to anybody else, my wife or my children. And this is how prayer and meditation works for me. I meditate first. Sometimes I will read something beautiful, like a daily reading, some spiritual reading from the 12-step program or from elsewhere. Then, particularly this is why it's important that I'm not looking at my phone. It's important that I've got my phone out of my life. Sometimes I'll justify using the phone. Oh, the meditation app's on my phone. Well, I've got it out of my life at the moment. I'll find other ways to meditate, or sometimes don't time it anymore anyway. The point is that I read something positive, I sit down. I've been taught transcendental meditation, so that's a mantra-based meditation. I sit for 20 minutes and I return to a mantra inwardly. Of course, though, there are lots of different types of meditation, and I'm sure that I would never be prescriptive about the type of meditation that someone does. Breath-based meditation, mantra-based meditation, but I do believe that it should be sedentary and still. I'm not of a mind that meditation can take the form of a walk or a game of tennis, although those things, I'm sure, have benefits of their own. Meditation, I believe, is about stillness and going within, accessing your inner life, listening, hearing, allowing yourself to feel your body and inhabit your body. Meditation is something that obviously could be its own course, and who knows, one day perhaps it shall be. But for me, 20 minutes spent observing my thoughts, observing my feelings, an intention to return to the mantra that doesn't become dogged and willful in itself, defeating the object of the pursuit, as it were, of serenity, or an intention to discover serenity.